H2O students and families. This is Pastor Billy, and we just wanted to come to you and kind of do a review, if you would, in a way, of Wednesday night. And we're going to talk about that here in just a minute. And I have some discussion questions for you as a family. But before we get into those discussion questions, some of our older students had come to me and they wanted to do some worship for you, so you would have the ability to, as a family, sing together and to worship with us. And so that is what's coming up next. Right after that, we're going to discuss three major topics, three major questions. Before that, enjoy this worship. I hope that you worship together.
The weapon may be formed, but it won't prosper. When the darkness falls, it won't prevail. 'Cause the God I serve knows only how to triumph. My God will never fail. Oh, my God will never fail. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. Oh, oh, oh. There's power in the mighty name of Jesus. Every war he wages, he will win. No, I'm not backing down from any giant. 'Cause I know how this story ends. Yes, I know how this story ends. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. Oh, yeah. You take what the enemy meant for evil and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. You take what the enemy meant for evil and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. You take what the enemy meant for evil and you turn it for good. You turn it for good.
I really hope that you enjoyed that and worship together as a family. And like I said, I have three major discussion questions that I hope that you take advantage of when it comes to the lesson that we just talked about on Wednesday night. And what we discussed Wednesday night was the disciples facing the storm on the Sea of Galilee. And our major point in that, and if you want to review that, it's in Matthew chapter 8 and verses 23 through 27. And the main point behind all of that was this: it's not for us to focus on the storm. It was not meant for the disciples to focus on the storm. It was meant for them to focus on the man in the boat. And so just keep that in mind. That was basically the bottom line of what we talked about, is don't focus on what's going on really around us. Focus on the God that's in control of nature. And so the first question that I want us to discuss, and the first thing that I want you to ask one another, parents ask students and vice versa, is this: what's taking up the most space in your brain right now? What's taking up the most space in your brain right now? In this moment, what is controlling your thoughts? What is it that's controlling your mindset? Because what's controlling your mindset is mainly what you're focusing on and what you're really where your mind is just at. And really, you want to ask yourself this question: is my mind focused on the right things? And so just take a moment right now where you are and ask yourself that question. Question number 2 is this: what is your biggest fear right now? What's the number one thing that you fear? What's the huge fear in your life right now? Because that fear can control you, especially as students, especially even as adults. Our fear can eventually be the thing that controls us the most. And so right where you are right now, you can pause this video anytime, obviously. Pause that video, ask yourself that question, or ask your family that question: what's the biggest fear right now in your life? Question number 3 is this: what's one way that we as a family can eliminate this fear? So what can we do as parents to help the student with the fear? What can students do with you as a parent to eliminate that fear? And so have that open discussion. Talk about it. Focus on it. Take some action. Write down some steps. Come together as a family, especially right now in this time of season. What better way to come together as a family and to help one another? So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. I would love to hear some of your comments. So if you don't mind, text message me or emailing me. That would be highly appreciated. My email address and phone number will be on the screen. And so I would love to hear your replies and what you're doing, what kind of actions you're taking as a family. So again, I hope that you enjoyed it. I love you. I miss you. Can't wait to see you.